It's late. Just got home from The Flash. Oh my goodness. I'll probably post this video in the morning. I mean, I've been up since 5 a.m. I'm exhausted. Having said that, seeing this movie, wow. Easily the best DCEU movie. Am I saying that correctly? Since the Man of Steel, and with Henry Cavill and all of them coming in, and Zack Snyder doing his version of Justice League and all that good stuff. This movie reminded me of like Back to the Future in all the great ways. And it's funny because I was watching it and it basically brought back Michael Keaton as Batman. I mean, it's all in the trailer, it's not spoiler. He was absolutely phenomenal. Ezra Miller, I mean, I don't know. I know he has a lot going on in his personal life, so it was kind of hard to like see him doing such a good job and still, remembering, he's got a lot going on in his personal life. But I could put that aside for the review. This movie, like, I don't even know how to summarize it. It was so great, and you have to see it multiple times because there's so much happening, especially in the third act. There's a lot of cameos. Well, actually, there's cameos throughout the movie, but there's cameos during the multiverse. Some were like almost borderline wanted to cry a little bit because I was just like, wow, like the depth this guy went, who directed this movie, Muschietti, and reference and some things that people aren't even going to get. Like, I can't give spoilers, but there's some cameos for movies that were supposed to get made when I was a kid, and the actors showed up playing those characters. And unless you were starting to like read comic books or follow movies since 1989 when the first Batman came out, even by me saying that, you're not going to get it. But when I saw them on screen, it just reminded me of every movie that didn't get made. They gave actors ability to appear in this movie. There were some great throwbacks that I did not expect to see in this movie that were in there. And I loved it. I can't even lie. I'm always accused of being biased to DC because of Batman. This was, I don't even consider this a superhero movie. I mean, there's superheroes in it, obviously, but good God, it reminded me of seeing Back to the Future for the first time. Just great cinema. I heard the CGI wasn't great, like from people who actually saw the movie. I don't know, because I was on an IMAX screen, if I didn't notice it. I mean, it seemed fine to me, but just a great film. It reminded me of being a kid again, going to see my first Batman movie when I lived in Buffalo, New York. If I remember correctly, I went to the Boulevard Mall movie theater right next to the Sonic Car Wash. I mean, next time I go back to Buffalo, I might have to drive those streets to make sure it's still there. But it was just phenomenal. I was so impressed. So happy. A lot of people in the theater were clapping. A lot of people were crying because there is some very emotional stuff in this movie. And it was the first time I ever went to a movie screening where police were lined up in the front and they were facing you the entire time like you're at a concert. They wanted to make sure there was no phones out, nothing was recorded, there were no texting, and they warned us, if you pull out your phone, we see a light, we're going to ask you to leave. I mean, I've been to fan screenings before, but not like this. But then again, they probably didn't want us to post or talk about a lot of spoilers or have footage because the movie officially comes out on Thursday. Solid film. Easily going to buy it. Easily going to see it again Thursday. Easily going to see it again Saturday. Easily going to hold on to this. It was great. And I know DC is going in a different direction with James Gunn at the helm. I don't know. I mean, after this movie, we're going to have a new Superman. I mean, not because of this movie, but, you know, James Gunn already said the first movie is going to be Superman. He's taking DC in a different direction. Cool. But good God. And the scary part is this movie was supposed to come out, I believe, in 2020, but because of COVID and everything and, VFX shots getting shut down, they delayed it till now. This might be the longest review I've ever given. It's like 5 minutes and 45 seconds still going. There's so much to process in this review. And it's hard to give a review without saying certain things, but I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. It was phenomenal for me. I'm going to see it multiple times. I want to say my favorite DC movie of all time. However, when you get out of the theater, you're in the moment. You're getting that good buzz. I think it still might be, well, it's definitely in the top 5 for me. But even though this movie has nothing to do with this movie at all, Robert Pattinson, the Batman, was phenomenal. So I don't know. It's in my top 5, guaranteed. What I saw, I did not expect. It's the timeline. We're going to do this, that. Cameos were hilarious. Movie had a lot of jokes, a lot of humor that I did not expect. It had a lot of very sad moments at the same time, but overall, it was a great experience for me. This is why I love movies so much. People were like, oh, we should go out and do this. I'm like, I like some good food, stuff like that, but you find me a good movie, I'm there. I am 100% happy that I went tonight. I mean, I look like horrible. It's cool. I'm exhausted. 5 a.m. is what it is. Got to be at work tomorrow. Might even go to the gym beforehand. I don't know. But this movie is definitely worth seeing. Definitely worth owning. And I loved it. On a scale of 5, I give it 5. If I can give it 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I would. It's just great. I had a great time. A lot of people were talking in theaters, made a couple of new friends. It was great. It was a great experience. And yeah, I hope you see it. Definitely go out and support it. I hope if you're not too young, there's some stuff that may happen where you're like, eh. But the older OGs in the crowd, like me, when stuff happened, we were clapping, we were laughing. And some of the younger crowd was like, I don't get it. So after the credits ended, and of course there's a post-credit scene. After that ended, we had to explain a couple of things, and they were like, oh, I'm like, yep. They're like, oh, well, I'm like, yep, all that. I can't say what we talked about because obviously that's spoilers, but go see this movie. I thought it was phenomenal. Loved it. 5 out of 5. Eventually, I'll come up with a word for the rating. I won't say stars. Everybody says stars. I'll come up with 5. I don't know. 5 out of 5 kilos. How about that? We'll go with that. 5 out of 5 kilos. No, doesn't sound good either. 5 out of 5. I'm just got 5 out of 5. I won't say kilos because, nope, no kilos. But go see it. Not sure what the next movie's going to be. Well, I'm going to see Flash a couple times. So I'm not going to do multiple reviews. However, go see it. So great. Had a great time. And I will see you for the next movie review.